January. This is Board Games and Bourbon. And once again, we're with Carla. The last time we saw each other, we were drinking Stag Junior at Unpub. That was pretty sweet. Animal Kingdom is a new game she's going to be putting out soon.
Soon. It goes to Kickstarter January 8th.
Ah, very soon. Okay, excellent. All right, now, before we look at the game board, why don't you just give me a synopsis of what it is and...
So Animal Kingdoms, it's an area control game for 1 to 5 players, where each player is trying to take over the different territories in the Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
And you want to be able to take over several kingdoms, and each one of those has a different decree. So you have a hand of different beasts with different ranks. The ranks are just the numbers.
Got it.
And each kingdom you can only play in certain beasts or ranks depending on the card.
Okay, good. So with that being said, let's actually look at the board and we'll take it from there. Okay, and so Carla, why don't you just explain what we're looking at here?
So in your hand you're going to have different cards like this one where it has a certain beast, where this one's a frog and it has a rank of 2. So you're going to have 4 of these cards in your hand, and you're going to have to plan your moves so you can effectively go to all the territories you want and win the ones that are really important. Each game is very different because we set out these different score markers randomly.
So these are the different territories, yes?
Yes, so there's the 5 different territories, and each one has a different number of spaces you can go into, starting from 4 as the least and 8 all the way up to 8. The 4 kingdom actually has 3 open spaces that you can just play into, but then there's the king space.
And these are the 3 open?
Yes.
Okay, and what are these right here? That'll come in later?
Yeah, that'll come in pretty soon. So if you go into the king space, that's in the end for you in this round. But you'll be able to move your space up, your cube up to the council space. And then at the end of the round, all the cubes that are in the regular spaces are taken out, but the council cubes stay there. So if you really want to win this kingdom, because you know that it's coming up to be a really high value point in round 3, you would put a council cube here so you have a higher chance of getting it. You already have one there at the start of the next round.
Okay.
Each round, all the decrees change, so you're not quite sure how you're gonna try to get into this one the next time. But
so this is the big stack.
Yeah, there's a big stack, so it could be really easy, it could be really hard, it could be a mix of them. The decrees depend on different things. Like if it has a down arrow, it depends on what just was played before it. It could depend on what the neighbors to either side are, or it could depend on all the other territories. Like this one where it says no other kingdom's beast. So you would have to plan your moves pretty far in advance. Like if you wanted to play somewhere at no other kingdom's beast, you might want to cover up one beast and then hope that nobody else covers it up or plays.
When you're pitched these games, does it have a theme, or do you work with them to bring it out?
It depends. There's been games where I've completely and utterly rethemed it and trashed all of it.
Oh, wow.
Other than the mechanics. This one in particular, I added in some theme, adding in battles, because you can't really have an animal area control game without battles.
It seems like it's pretty inherent. I love the art.
I'm really excited about the art. KATY has been really fantastic to work with, and her style is just, I think it's really fantastic.
Yeah, and how did you find this person?
We went through a lot of artists, and a lot of them just didn't have any time. We found her on Twitter, asked her, she said yes, and we were like, yes, an artist with time.
Hey, that's awesome.
And then she just turned out to be fantastic, which is, great.
Well, I'll tell you what, another game, and it's really nice to see that, as always, you take time to develop it and find the right people, as you always know when you get one of the Wierd Giraffe games, you're getting something good.
Yes.
Super cool. Okay, so what was it, January?
January 8th.
Boom.
We're going to Kickstarter. This one won the Cardboard Edison Award, so more people than just me think that it's great.
That's awesome. Well, they always do. You pick good stuff. Okay, well, thank you very much. I can't wait for that, okay? All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Just ask you a few questions in general. So, how did you get the name Weird Giraffe? And this is my theory, because I know, I assumed at one point it was called a Wired Giraffe due to your crippling caffeine pill addiction. Is that no?
No, I have actually broken the caffeine pill addiction.
Oh, okay.
Like, that got me through college, but that's not healthy.
Okay, well, it's like a Saved by the Bell episode, so I'm glad, that's why you got on it, and now it's a new day, now we make board games.
Yes, and board games do not require as much caffeine.
Okay.
Apparently. Or I find healthier ways to do that. But what Weird Giraffe Games is it's kind of based on my name. So I don't know if you've ever seen an okapi before.
No.
But it looks like this. I'm actually really happy because I managed to get an okapi into a game.
Yeah. I mean, what if it was like you snuck it into all your games?
Yes, that might be a thing that I do.
That would be really wild. So it's a weird giraffe because it has those crazy legs.
And it's the only relative of the giraffe.
Really?
Yes. Well, the only living relative.
I'm surprised to hear that. Everything, even like horses are related to rabbits somehow, they say.
Well, they're the only one in the same Giraffe family.
Giraffe?
Yeah, that's the family name.
You learn something every day.